umaga, syempre alamin natin ang dahilan kung bakit nga ba nagsara ang embahada ng Israel hindi lamang pala sa Pilipinas kundi sa buong mundo. So ngayong umaga makakasama natin ating very special guest. Let us all welcome Ambassador Menashe Bar-On, Israeli Ambassador to the Philippines. Good morning, Ambassador.
Good morning to you.
Yes.
Good morning to all the Filipinos. First, I want to apologize in my name and my staff in the embassy for all the inconvenient moment that we are, each of you are suffering at this moment.
Sir, okay, Ambassador, maybe we could talk about more about the seizing of the operations of the Israeli embassy here. What is the reason for the seize of operations?
Maybe I will give you some few lines about the foreign service.
Okay.
We are diplomats. We are motivated. We dedicate our life to the foreign service, to our country and other countries, and always we have to think about diplomats as a family. I'm in my office. I am in my job as an ambassador, but behind me I have my wife, my spouse. And my family, which this is it's a package deal between the diplomats and the government.
Okay.
And not like other countries where they resolve the issues of the family as a whole. Our government doesn't recognize the personal sacrifice of us as a family. For example, if you will take an ambassador after 40 years in the foreign service, I'm going to retire without second pension. In Israel, as you know, both men and women, each one of us has his own career.
Yes.
And being diplomats, it means that the other side, husband or wife of a diplomat, must give up his own career.
Yes, of course.
And this is something which we are fighting for, that our government recognize this personal sacrifice in the diplomacy. Other kinds, like-minded countries, they found a solution for that. They recognize that the spouse of the diplomats, they have a role in diplomacy. They are also giving up, doing their work, and they found a way how to resolve the financial part of this issue.
All right, is this the first time in history of Israel that you experienced such problem?
Well, during the history, we had the negotiation and strike within our contracts with the government, but not such strike, which is all the embassies around the world shut off the embassies and stop to do any other activity.
So there are ongoing negotiations right now. So are there any updates?
Well, the negotiations it's going on even this moment in Israel. The labor court decided that both sides will enter to one room and try to find a solution. And we hope that within 1 or 2 days we'll come back or go back to work.
Yes. Ambassador, I'm very curious about this. You were mentioning about the diplomatic policies regarding the families and the pensions as well. So this has been a problem, or how has been the policies for the diplomats in the past? Like, was it always like this and now you're asking for some changes in the policies, or was there like a new change that they implemented for the foreign policies?
No, the issue of spouse, it's an issue which is ongoing for many years.
Okay.
And the negotiations it's going on all the time, but the life today is more and more difficult. We see that our salaries is going back with all the economic problems that our country and other countries faces, and we feel that in one hand we are giving all what we can to give to defend and to promote our activities as a country, and the other hand the government, especially the Minister of Finance, doesn't recognize this issue. Yeah. And so we decided that even if it's difficult for all to shut off embassies, it's not something easy to do that.
Yes, of course.
We decided that this is the right moment to do. and to resolve it for one another.
Yes, Ambassador, I'd like to ask also, now that your embassy here in the Philippines is closed, how are we going to help the Israeli nationals who are residing here in the Philippines? Let's say they come up with an emergency situation that they would need the help of the Israeli government. How do they address you guys now that the embassy is closed?
We will give assistance only if it's related to life or death.
Okay.
All other activities like as consular services, negotiations with the local governments, signing an agreements, promoting economy, all these activities which is not seen every day, it's seaside by us, and we will resume it once the strike will over.
So correct me if I'm wrong. So during this time, all the consular activities and official visits will not take place?
No.
All right.
All right. And then, Ambassador, I'd like to ask also, so now that the embassy is closed, what are the employees doing now? Is there any other way for them to support the meetings that are happening in Israel? Or is this they're just staying at home? What is the life
the
for the
local
employees
employees in
right
all the countries, all the other embassies around the world, they are staying at home. And of course, we pay them all their duties as it is. They are not suffering financially from that. We are also talking about that with our government, that to give us tools like salaries to our local employees in order to satisfy or to give them what we believe it is right to give.
Okay.
So, sir, do you think this will have an effect on Israel's foreign relation?
Oh, we don't know. I don't think that it's the relation between countries, but yes, we will see damage in the bilateral and economic relations for long term.
Yes. You've mentioned long term, sir. So another thing that probably a lot of people don't realize is that the foreign, like the diplomats, what they do here in the Philippines, especially the embassy, they build that stronger ties between from country to country. So this will be somehow affected as compared to what we see short term?
It will not affect it in the long term. In the short term, yes, of course. For example, the tourism between countries, it's something which is it's affect any country if tourists will not come. And we see it now in Israel when the tourism association in Israel, they are demanding to finish this strike because tourists is not coming. Hotels are suffering, and other businessmen which they cannot sign agreement or making business with their counterpart here in the Philippines or any other country because we are not there.
All right, Ambassador, so far do you think how long this whole process will carry on?
Well, we hope that this morning in Israel, within 2-3 hours, we will receive good information, or we see the white smoke go back to our offices.
So right now, sir, would you say that tourism is on temporary hold in Israel? So there are no tourists that are coming in?
No, the tourism is not hold, but we cannot issue visas for tourists who wish to go to the Holy Land.
Okay. And we know that the Holy Land is something which is a big tourist attraction for all countries, because they usually go to Israel just to have the Holy Land visit.
You know, to go for tourist activities in other countries, you plan your visit. This means having visa, buying tickets, reservations at the hotels, and the Holy Week is approaching within 2-3 weeks.
Yes.
This is the high season in Israel. And if I'm not sure that I will have my visa to go, I will not make a plan to go.
Correct.
So this is the consequences of the strikes. We are not seeing it now in this moment, but you will see it in 2 or 3 weeks. This is the issues which is related to our strike.
Okay.
All right. So after shutting down all the embassies in the world, Israel embassies in the world, what's the next plan? Are there new strategies or new policies?
Well, there is no next plan. This is the plan today, that we are demanding the most and basic issue, that the government recognize the importance of diplomacy.
Okay.
Not only we don't have the power to shut down the electricity here in this venue, which everybody can see it at home. Yes.
Yes.
But our strike, the influence of our work, the daily life of our citizens in any country, in any foreign service, it's for long term, not for 1 or 2 days.
All right. So right now, Ambassador, do you have any message to our viewers?
Just to apologize to our friends Filipinos and Israelis here in the Philippines and all around the world, that this strike is the problem of this strike. It's not in our shoulders. We hope to go back to work.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Ambassador.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
And of course, the best for your foreign policies as well as the stronger ties with your government also. That was Ambassador
Menashe Bar-On, Israeli ambassador to the Philippines.
Thank you very
Thank you
so
very
much
much for your
Thank
time.
you.